What is popping YouTube? It is your boy Jesimein, and today we have a build inspired by SOLIDFPS. Today we have a Berserker PVE like speedrunner build, bro. If you want to be the man in the open world with your friends and be the guy they go to help them farm, this is the build for you. It is based around Alpha Bridge, so you can utilize these 6 special talents that work amazing together, man. And for those who want to farm, this is the build for you. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The stats are 212 DPS, 347 toughness, and 148 skill power. Don't pay attention to these numbers. These numbers are irrelevant in the open world. You're not going against players, so these aren't that vital. As you can see, it's for Alpha Bridge with Savage Gloves and a sturdy holster. Getting into the weapon with the 6 talents, it's a Black Market M60 E6, 14% damage out of cover, 18.2 damage base, 500 RPM and 100 mag size before the mods. The talents that are the most important part of this build is Ferocious. Damage against elite and named enemies is increased by 10%. That speaks for itself. You need 38-32 of the 3 main stats to get it. Skilled, possibly the second most important skill in this entire build. It's headshot kills with this weapon, increase signature skill resources by 5%. You need 38-32 firearms and 47-90 electronics. So try to get this on the 3rd roll if you can, because it takes a lot away from you. So going down to Meticulous, it's killing a target has a 25% chance to instantly refill the magazine. So if you're using an LMG with like 200 plus rounds, by the time you get to like 50 ammo, you've killed like 8 or 9 NPCs, especially after you're popping a crit. So by that time you should get an instant refill, which works amazing because you feel like you have unlimited ammo since you start off with like 200 in the first place, especially after 1 is none, so you could attach that on top. Competent, this is my damage. I like this because it pairs up with Determined. As you can see, weapon damage is increased by 10% for 15 seconds after using a skill. You need 38-32 electronics, but if you have skill, you don't have to worry about this. And that matches up with Determined because every time I kill a target, it reduces all my skill cooldowns by 7.50%. So basically I can have unlimited competent over and over and over, so I don't have to worry about it running out and me not being able to use this talent every single time. And the most important talent, in my personal opinion, is Commanding. Every kill performed while the signature skill is active extends its duration by 20%. So if I kill 5 NPCs with my crit ult out, I basically have double crit ult time. And you patch that with skill. Let's say I go through 15 NPCs, since I'm able to chain basically my crit ult throughout the whatever phase we're on the map or wherever NPCs are in front of me. By the time Commanding is gone, which is my ult, I have skilled. Working the entire time if I'm aiming towards the head. So I almost have my ult back, if not already have it back before I even get close to being done with my first ult. So that's what makes this build so amazing. And as you see, we can look at my mods: extended magazine, reload speed, rate of fire, optic with optimal range, stability, critical hit damage, muzzle with headshot damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage and reduced threat, and a large underbarrel with critical hit damage, reload speed, and optimal range. The reason I chose the reduced threat on the large muzzle is because, especially when you're playing with other players, if they're not focused on you, you could just well off into a NPC if the reduced threat works as it's supposed to do. So like if you want to do the most optimal, what I tell people is you can have a team with like 3 shields to go be like the bait, and then have you, the Berserker, behind it getting all the kills, so you can keep chaining your crit ult and you just wipe through whatever you're doing, bro. So this works out amazing, man. Let's go to actually what I have on my armor. I'm chest, main stat, stamina, armor and health, increased kill XP. Going to the mask, I have main stat stamina as well. Damage to elites. Let's go into my knee pads, main stat stamina, enemy armor damage. If you go into my backpack, I have main stat firearms with the major attribute of armor, and my Savage Gloves with LMG damage and damage to elites and critical hit chance. And then going down into the holster, I would use the Alpha Bridge holster, but I don't have a good one right now. So as of right now, sturdy works amazing with me, because since I'm not that tanky, I can sit and cover and my armor will go up by 15%. So even if enemies rush me, I have my crit ult out and I'm sitting in this, I feel a little bit more tanky. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about this build, man, feel free to let me know. And feel free to drop in the comments, like, well, what would you guys do? What do you guys think is better than this, man? In my personal opinion, I haven't seen anything that works better than this and is more fun to use in this build. It's amazing, man. Like I said, I found it from Solid. I watched him play. I watched how his worked on PC, and I brought it to console and like made my own little touch on it. You know what I'm saying? But let me get into, for those who are so curious about the actual numbers, like these: weapon damage 18. 231, critical hit chance 850, damage 50%, 117% headshot damage. Enemy armor damage is at 12%, not that high, but my damage to elites is almost at 30%. And my survivability, as you can see, I have a low armor mitigation, but once again, it doesn't really matter because you're in the open world. The abilities I use, of course, is regular overdose, which chills me for 139,000, and my pulse that gives me 24%. Talents I rock, which are also important, of course, strike back, always run that. I run steady hands personally because the LMG does get kind of annoying when you're spraying it. So every time you get in the cover, it turns into a laser beam. So if you guys have a problem with aiming it, please put on steady hand, bro. It works. And on the move, of course, we need as much extra defense as we have, especially when we're bodying NPCs left and right. And of course, one is none to make it feel like you have like 400 bullets in your magazine. So yeah, with that, and I have some gameplay, just a little bit for you guys to show you guys to actually see what the build does. Feel free to let me know what you guys think about it, man. This is a PVE build for those who are looking for something to farm with, man, to get that precious gear that you want to take in the dark zone. It's been real. Enjoy the gameplay. Your boy is out.